No. Okay, now we start. My company name is Print Barato.
Okay.
What are we? We are a printing shop. We've been in
Mm-hmm.
business for over 12 years, and what we have upgraded is we have done a website. Let me show it to you. This is our website.
Uh,
Okay. From our website, we get orders, and we also get orders by client that come to our shop and that works directly with us for many years. So what we have done into the field is try to build first multiple incomes, but we are trying to maintain everything under one page. That's why we want a software created so we can have everything into one site. So you see, this is our website. This is a background of the back end of our website. And if I go into plugins, I will show you. Hold on, plugins. I will show you the plugin that we used to use to connect to another software. Okay, this is the plugin that I was talking to you about. We used to
uh,
use this plugin to connect to this software. So what used to happen, once an order come in, automatically pick up the data and send it into to this software, this plugin, and it brings us a flow and to manage a job and everything. So let me just show you. For example, it used to come into here. For example, this is a okay. This is a work order that came from the website. It comes here, and what I
mm-hmm.
used to do is I create a job. For example,
uh,
create job. What happened when I say create job? The job comes in. This is all the. Oh, sorry. Let's do this one so you can see the job. This is the job. I know it's the description is in here. I
uh,
choose a workflow. For example, the workflow. Okay, it's this one would be the workflow and customer name, description, where it should be delivered, and everything is right underneath, right into it. And I choose a date for delivery. Let's say 27, and the shipping method.
Jojo,
And I choose project
Jojo.
manager, and I save.
Oh, Tom,
Okay. So now what happens is when it's in here, it goes right here into a workflow. Okay, it comes right here. So now what I can see, if you can see here, this is all the different tasks that can be done, that is to be done into the job. If I click into one, you will see all the steps: design, customer review, and etc. All the steps that the job needs to be done can be used to be done. So it's right here. So what I had with this particular software is I had the in my boards and my I could see different stuff, all the type of jobs, the percentage the job is going through, and everything. So to go to the other software, so what has happened? We needed an upgrade because we were losing a lot of time when we had to quote our clients that come to the store. So what we used to do is create a quote into QuickBooks, but I had to calculate it manually so to get the quote to be done. So what we did is we purchased this software. That's a cloud-based software. Name is JSGraph Printer. And now what we do is a client is asking us for a budget. We go on to the this is budget. We create a new budget. Let me just create a quick one for you. Let's say they ask me for 1,000 sheet. I will choose everything from it. A client name. I choose the one. And I keep on moving here. And I choose all my printing needs. My paper. It's a full color printing, one side. And I add different options from here. Let's say I add this. And I say calculate. I didn't put a size. Let me put the size. And I say calculate. So what it does, it automatically calculate me the price. And now I have the price. So what happens, I send an invoice to my client, and when my client says the job is approved, I go here and say approve. I choose a delivery date. Let's say I say it's for due date tomorrow on the 15th. Type of delivery. Here I put the name. Let's say Frank, and the phone number 829-859-1133. So this is to whom it should be delivered. I choose who's responsible for doing follow-ups to the job with the job, and I said I accept. So what happens from here? Once the job is accepted,
Approved.
it creates approve. It's up. Once the job is approved, I can see those parts. What is this? This is a working sheet where I can see all the information for. Sorry, wait 1 second. Okay, here I can see client number, telephone, the description of the job, where I want it to be sent, and here I get very good details for print shop, paper, total of paper to be buy, and all those stuff here. And now from this, Daniel, permiso, Daniel. Now I can see what type of. Let me do one thing so it could look. You could see it better. Let me add some more. Let me add a better type of finishing onto it. So let's say I add all those 3 finishing types and this and calculate. Okay. So what happens when I go to part of job? I will create a new one. Accept. Okay. So here's what happens. Now you can see it says this is in designing what it has to be done, and right here it tells me all the finishing that is must be done into the job. So what is the difficult part that I have is when I do this thing and print it and give it into my shop, nobody understands it. Everybody's lost because of all the quadricles and all the information that is into it. They do not understand it. So the main company doesn't want to modify their printing sheet. So what I have done so let me stay here 1 second. So they give me this option to do follow-ups. This is for follow-ups on the printing for doing planification and stuff. So if you see, it's a very vague sheet of planification, not that easy to manage, because if I want to go and update this one, I have to go into it here and update it, and then Except it's very long process, different to this one that I showed you earlier. That if I want to advance a job from this main screen, the only thing I have to do is just click, and right now it just goes up. If you see right here, it's moving and everything is updated until you see it's moving. Do you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so it's moving and job gets update. And here it's very complicated, and it's very complicated here to update jobs and make it and put it in different steps. So what we've been doing is this. Let me show you what we have been doing. I have uh, an account in Google Drive, and I go here on Google Drive and open a Google Sheet. And instead of working with that, hold on, 1 second. It's not this one. Okay, so what I do is I come to this Google Sheet here, and from here I have created a database, and each week I start putting information into it here.
Uh,
Okay, you see all the information and drop sheets, drop down menus. You see all those drop down menus and different responsible for jobs, where it should go, and all that thing. And here I can add the quantity that is client wants, that is missing. I do all those stuff right from this screen, and as you can see, there is different other sheets that gives me percentage of what has been done and not done. Okay, so now I can, from here I can control uh, 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 my weekly jobs. So now remember, like I said, once you're in GSgraph, you see this page right here that is with all the information of the job, that PDF, this part. So what I have to do is I have to do this now. So I can send to my different departments and my subcontractors to send them a job. I have to do this. When I'm sending to the printer, I have to send him this sheet that is printed in a 13 by 25. And when I send it to him, let me download it so you could, oh no, I can zoom in. Okay, so I have to fill this sheet manually for him, where I have to put the name of where I'm sending it, the number of plates, what type of printing, final size. I have to put all those information manually, and this is the printing template. This is how it will be printed. So my designer have to do this and put it in here. So it has what I would need is it to be pulled directly once this is done, and drop it in a folder so you could pull it. And I have to do this, and I have to also do this another thing for the same job, so it can be, this is the printing sheet, so I also have to do a finishing sheet. So this is how a finishing sheet looks like. I have to put the type of job, the number of
uh,
the job, Uh, Let me download it so you could see it better. 1 second. Okay, now you can see I have to put who's receiving it, the size, the paper, the open size, quantity. Here I have to choose what type of job is it, the different type, load the image, choose the date, choose the date, and then choose different type of finishing that the job can be can have, and put notes where they could know what is important. And here I have to put an see video. So sometime when we send the job, we do a video for the job so they could see difficulties that is into the job. So we choose see video. So once the person sees this, they know they have to go on the cell phone and WhatsApp and check out the video. And basically, what happens from here? It's phone call to phone call, so we could monitor if the job is being done, how it is, where it is, and what is happening. So the to make it short, what used to happen? All my employees were able to go onto the app, onto the cell phone, and just check the steps. I've moved the step. This is where I am right now, and put notes. You can see right here, I can, if I go into the job, into this job. Oh, sorry, 1 second. If I go into this job, I can right here leave notes. Please call client for approval. So I can leave note, and once the name I tag, if I tag this, let's say I can tag someone, it will send them an email so they could know they have been tagged, and send it to them, and everybody knows what they have to do. So the difficult part we had into this one is we couldn't work planification. We could not do planning. So with no planning, we cannot know what is going into the week, into the let's say here they have a shop calendar, shop schedule, and this is a shop schedule. This one was very difficult to maintain and to manage. So we went from this one and we worked it with this one, like I said, like I told you. And from this one we were easy. It was easier to work with. My employees could get through it and do everything very fast. So basically, we need to. I would like to from this after create. I would like this is what we would like. I create a quote from this software, and when it's done, I need all that data to be automatically uploaded from a PDF, from the PDF to some other stuff, to another app. And when a website order is when a website order comes in, I need this information. Let me show you a job order. Okay, for example, this one. I need like all this information to directly goes into one place where everybody could follow all the orders that we have, the web orders and the JSGRaph orders into one place, and so we could keep on going with the jobs, and we could do the planning, see what is the load that every machine has into them, and work with it without doing any extra job. Do you think this is possible?
Yes, I think it's possible. But I don't know why you are going to use FileMaker.
Okay, the thing is, I don't know if it should be in FileMaker. That's what I said earlier. You're the one who must recommend what we should use. Basically, I want it to be on my cell
tweet.
phone and on the web. What can we use?
Also tweet by automatically. Not depend on any framework.
What do you mean on framework?
As also, you mean that I don't have to use the framework? No, sorry. I don't have to use the FileMaker, right?
You don't have to use the FileMaker. What I need is result. I only need results.
I see. I see.
You want me to share your screen so you could show me what we can work?
Yeah, I almost understand what you are going to do, but I'm also so confused with your wrong logic. It's very very long logic. So I will leave you the video again and send the exact resolutions. Okay.
Okay. No problem. You can always write me on Skype.
Okay, I see.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll wait for you. When will you send information?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.